also known as Richpo Sports host and presenter. My lord, it's a big evening of track and field, culminating in the women's semi-finals and finals of the 100 meters sprint for women. Featured are Jamaica's very own Sharika Jackson, Shelley Ann Fraser Price, gunning for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th World Sprint 100 meters title. Incredible, looking good, sporting a Barbie look. But my lord, she is running like the mother of all women. Sensational form, nursing and managing a knee injury. But trust me, experience when it kicks in, plus the turbo boost. It's trouble in a dance, trust me. Like, share, subscribe. The Reason Boss. It's no diddlywinks. My lord, we have had sensational action on day 3 of the World Athletics Championship from Budapest, Hungary. We have seen Jamaica land we love in action. We've just seen the 400 meters hurdles semi-finals, the third of the semi-finals. My lord, I'm containing my excitement. Contained. Clark of Jamaica. This brother is a talent. He has set the world junior record for 400 meters hurdles, 47.34 seconds. Coming in second in his semi-finals to, wait for it, Carsten, world record holder, Warholm of Norway, 47.34 seconds. The BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, waxing lyrical, Steve Cram has said, here comes a new talent. The Reason Boss can concur. There's a new kid in town. He lay prone on the floor, star shape, looking up at the stars and the sky. And with all due reason, an outstanding run from the gun. His mission was to accomplish a top 2 finish. Warholm, undisputably the favorite for the 400 meters hurdles. Earlier we saw Rai Benjamin and Dos Santos, the reigning world champion, in place of Warholm, who was injured and not able to contest at his best last time out in Eugene. But this is a new day. This is Budapest. This is Hungary. It's 2023. And Warholm is the man to beat. But there's a new kid in town. And this kid, if he can recharge the batteries, could take down his personal best. Oh, you better believe that was a personal best. 47.34 seconds. A world youth record. Remember, the benchmark for 400 meter hurdles was 50 seconds dead. It's been taken down to around the 49 seconds. This young man is operating in the stratospheres. 47.34 seconds. My lord, that's podium country. He may not get it there, but I'm telling you, I want to get there with him. My lord, big things are going on. Meanwhile, that's the good news. You want the bad news? There's some bad news. I hope it's not too bad news. But Jaden Hibbert, one of the favorites, along with Zango Burkina Faso, in the men's triple jump final, has begun with some concerning news. Jaden Hibbert clutching as he took off on his hop phase, clutching what looked like his right thigh. It could be a strain, who knows what it is. He was rubbing it, trying to work it out. He ran through the board, no jump, and we will wait to see if he is fit to continue. We are a little concerned. His first jump, of course, in the qualifying round, he jumped sensationally to 17 meters, 70 centimeters. An outstanding jump, sensational. He's a youth who can go all the way. He's near the top of the mountain already at the start of his precocious career. The world record holder, of course, is Jonathan Edwards of Great Britain. He may get there one day. He is capable of 18 meters if his body holds up, and we wish him well. We'll keep a stock and see if he can hold on tight and continue in the men's triple jump final. He is one of the contenders for a medal as far as Jamaica is concerned in terms of bagging further medals for Jamaica. I say further, thus far Jamaica have so far bagged 0 medals, but tonight is the night of all nights, we hope. Talking of which, my lord, it's the first of 3 semi-finals of the men's hurdles, the 110 meters hurdles. We have seen, of course, unfortunately, the demise of Rasheen Broad-Bell. Oh boy, that was a tough one. A faller in the heats. But we still have 2 Jamaicans who have a hope. I'm raising a mug as the first of our Jamaican contenders. Burn it. He's in lane 9, outside lane 9, Burnett of Jamaica. First of 3 semi-finals. We wait with bated breath. Jamarks. Oh, it looks like a full start to me. Yes, watch your ride. That could be 1-2 lane 3. That could be a full start for lane 3 there. 1 down. We don't want anyone disqualified. You want to leave it on the track. You want to beat everyone who's there. They're all contenders. It's not Bennett. According to, yes, it looks like lane 4. 1, 2, 3. Was I counting right? Yes. Starting from day 2, 3, 4. It could well be Mendy. Yes. Senegal. It could be. Yet to be confirmed. But his lane has been flagged up. Certainly on the graphics. But we wait. He waits pensively. And he has indeed been shown what looks like the red card. He's looking a little embarrassed. He turns his back, but he's got to go. Here's a replay. Not one of the favourites to make this final, but it's always unfortunate. He wanted to get out quickly and he almost had the ideal start. It was just a fraction too sharp for the technology and the starter's pistol. And it's over to the sideline for the Senegalese hurdler. Wide-eyed, taking it on the chin. He's not causing a ruckus on a ruction. We've got Daniel Roberts of the United States in this heat, taking a deep breath, jogging on the spot. Of course, Daniel Roberts, one of a trio of outstanding Americans. I say outstanding. They've got Cordell Tinch, who is new relatively to the world scene, an outstanding multi-talented athlete. But he was hitting every hurdle he almost came across in his first heat, but he somehow made it through. And of course, we've got Grant Holloway, the unmistakable Grant Holloway, who will be the man to beat in the 110 meters hurdles. Oh, of course, there is Parchment. And they're away. It's Daniel Roberts at the first hurdle, got a good start. Burnett's in the hunt. He can get in the top 2 here. He's got to keep on running. He's flying over the hurdles. It's a touch between Daniel Roberts and the Japanese. And it's the Japanese who I think Azuma is one of the finest sprinters in the world. He's one of the finest sprinters. Wow, that surname is always tricky. Izumia, 13.16 takes it from Daniel Roberts in 13.19. They both looked pretty good. I think Grant Holloway won't be losing any sleep there, but they've certainly made it through. They've staked their claim, left nothing to chance, and they have definitely qualified. Third was Kwao Mathé of France in 13.31. I think we'll find that Bennett came in around 4th or maybe 5th. And just looking at the replay here, and Bennett in lane 9, running his own race. Pretty clean race, but the flat speed just simply wasn't there. Not the turnover as quick as the Japanese and Daniel Roberts, who was pretty calm. He's had some faltering experiences in the big occasion, but it looks like he's made himself a contender for a podium finish in the 110 meters hurdles. Eased up a little bit as the Japanese definitely went for it. I think Bennett did get 4th place, and he may be one of the runners who's going to be waiting for a fastest loser spot. 13.34 seconds for Orlando Bennett. of Jamaica. Daniel Roberts, 13.19. Shinsuke Izumiya, 13.16 seconds for Japan. Japan and America have representation in the final of the 110 meters hurdles, which will be taking place a little later on. We look across where we see Jaden Hibbert. Jaden Hibbert speaking to one of the officials, and we're not sure if he's going to take part any further part. We hope he will. Will Clay of the United States of America, meanwhile, bounding out and over that 17 meters mark, which is the benchmark for world class highest triple jumping. It's always the benchmark, the barometer. Many can get the 1650s, 1660s, 1670s. If you can hit 17 meters plus, then you are in the conversation to be considered world class. Of course, the likes of Jaden Hibbert can bound out way beyond 17 meters. That's their benchmark for a normal day at the office. As Clay, one of the premier high jumpers, premier triple jumpers, my apologies, bounds his way out. And what's the mark? Ooh, just shy of the 17 meter mark, 16.99 meters. Jaden Hibbert looking, well, he's over. He's looking like it's the right hamstring. He's chosen to pass on his second round jump. He's requesting medical attention, and that is taking some time. But yes, he's rubbing that right hamstring, and he's asking for attention there. He's forsaken and chosen to miss his second jump in search of medical attention. For a young athlete, this is a big occasion, and this calls for cool and calmness as the Cuban Martinez runs up in the triple jump, hop, skips, bounds out, and that's gone beyond 17. He bounds out of the pit area. The green flag has gone up. A massive looking fellow, Martinez, looking confident. He was confident in the introduction to the men's triple jump final as they were introduced to the crowd. And that has also bounded beyond 17 meters. That could well be threatening the lead as we see now the start of the second 110 meters semi-finals. Yokoshi, Japan. Simonelli, Italy. In lane 3, the man I mentioned earlier, Cordell Dinch. Personal best of 12.96. He is a tall fellow. He's smiling, rubbing his hands together. Looks like he's happy to be there, and why shouldn't he be? Chakovic goes in lane 4, personal best of 13.25 seconds. Someone with a slightly faster time will be lining up in lane 5. It is the one, it is the only Grant Holloway. Hands in the air. Hands in the air. You better believe he cares. He knows that one of his main rivals, unfortunately, has departed, a faller in the first round heats, Broadbell of Jamaica, but he still has it all to do, Holloway, but he is a man who can rise to the occasion. Lane 6, Lopez of Spain. Lane 7, another of these Frenchmen. They have a terrific tradition in the hurdles. This is Zoya of France in lane 7. Lane 8, Rodriguez of Brazil. And Cherubin will be going in lane 9. I like that surname, Cherubin. Rodriguez, blonde hair, goes for Brazil. And we have, my lord, Cherubin. And where's this gentleman from? Not sure which country this gentleman's from. He is not quite sure, but I'll tell you what, I don't think that he'll be going any further, but he is here representing. And that's all you can ask for. Like, share, and subscribe to Richpo Sports, bring you live watch-along coverage of the World Athletics Championships from Budapest, Hungary. My lord. Whew. Second of 3 semi-finals. Yonichi, Somonelli, Tinch, Trankovic, Holloway, Lopez waiting in the area. Orlando, Bennett. We've got Bennett of Jamaica in the qualifying small queue area. Bated breath. I think he won 13.34 or was it 3.8 seconds? My lord, anything in those regions could be KO and spell goodbye, adios for Bennett of Jamaica. Let's hope that they don't get it. But let's see, they're away. First time of asking. It's a wonderful start by Grant Holloway. Oh my goodness me. Oh, stuttered. Man, he approached that hurdle quicker than anticipated, but he made the necessary adjustments. Streaking away, Grant Holloway. Crosses the line. 12 point. My lord, I thought that was a sub 13 second clocking. Into a minus 0.2 headwind. My lord. 13 point. What? 13.03. And as day follows night, it looked to me as the man seemed to make an adjustment to his stride. It's been rounded down to 13.02. Grant Holloway being hugged by Tinch. Did Tinch make it through? I didn't see Tinch. He was way off. There was no one in proximity to Grant Holloway. He was the class of the field. 13.02. Zoya 13.15. Lopez 13.30. I told you this could be trouble for Bennett of Jamaica. Lopez of Spain 13.30. I think he's one of the fastest, and Tinch has made it in. I think those two have gone in now to the qualifying with a small queue zone. 13.30, 13.31 I believe will be the fastest losers positions at this moment. It's the first two from each heat plus the two fastest losers. My lord, Grant Holloway 13.02. He may have rearranged his stride pattern going into the second or third hurdle. This is a rarity in terms of high-end performance. And my lord, that was incredible. I mean, he could have come a cropper. But my goodness me. And as we track and cut back to a prone Jaden Hibbert, the young teenager, if he can overcome this, is the world final. If this was a Diamond League event, one could well imagine him probably considering withdrawing from the event. This is the World Athletics Championships, and I think for that reason he's doing everything in his powers to try and continue in the event. As the Chinese jumper comes in, it looks like he may have just squeaked past that 17-meter line, but I wonder if it's the graphics. They seem to suggest he's having a look. He's having a look down the line. It looks like he's seen that it's giving the all clear, and as I said, 17 meters is the barometer for world-class triple jumping. The baseline, and he's looking at the baseline. The plumb line, has he met that 17-plus meter criteria? It may be touch and go. He may be 17 meters and 2, I'd say, just suggest, if he's gone over it. It's only literally by centimeters. If that goes over to the waiting Japanese training area, and once he jumped, it's a little better than that, It's 17 meters and 12 centimeters. 17 meters and 12 centimeters. He goes into third place ahead of Clay. Well, my lord. Viewers, as we wait for the... Viewers and subscribers, it looks like Jaden Hibbert attempted to take another jump. He attempted to take another jump, looks like following some attention, and well, he's still out there on the sidelines there. He's shaking his hand, wobbling his hands as if he's not sure if he should continue, but he's trying to shake it off. It may be cramped, they're suggesting, and he's certainly not giving up on it. He should be looking where his coach is concerned. What's going to happen? Could this be just nervous tension that has brought this on? I mean, this is, well, for a young guy, he's taken it pretty well, I must say. He's taken it pretty well, but what can he do? He's got to remain as cool, calm, and collected as possible to not expend too much excess nervous energy. But it's a big occasion. His first major world final. Of course, he's competed in World Juniors, but this is the big stage, Budapest 2023. But for his health, if I was his coach, and if I was him, he'll know how his body is feeling. He'll want to jump But is it wise to jump? We'll wait and see. But we don't want him to be causing any further extensive damage. Of course, Paris 2024 awaits the Olympic Games, yes, and we want to see an outstanding talent such as Jaden Hibbert there in rudest health. As we now get introduced to in lane 5, in the last of the 110 meters hurdles for men, it's Ainsley Parchment, the Tokyo reigning Olympic champion. Lest we forget, remember, he took the wrong bus to the stadium, had to find his way back. Not only did he find his way back to the stadium, he found his way to the top of the podium. Freddie Crittenden, big smile, Cheshire grin smile next to Parchment in lane 6 for America. Takayama of Japan. My lord, they've got quite a few contestants in track and field in this Budapest Championship 2023 here. Like, share and subscribe to the Richpo Sports watch along of the Budapest 2023 World Athletics Championships. It's Joseph in lane 8 for Switzerland. And we have Fofana, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to get it. Yes, Italia. Fofana of Italy goes in lane 9. It's Alua, lane 2. Pereira of Brazil, lane 3. Balossian of France could be a contender to make it through with Parchment. I'm going for Parchment and Balossian to make it through. Crittenden will be in the mix. Somebody's O has got to go. We have waiting in the wings people who are looking at that fastest loser position, including Tinch. Will it be a cinch for Tinch? We shall see. Parchment brings his A game to the big occasions. I like the look of Parchment. He's a cool, calm character who brings his A game, and I'll wager if he can get through this semi-final, I really hope that he does. If he can get through the semi-finals, he will represent arguably the main threat, along with the Japanese and potentially, no, not Daniel Roberts. I think the Japanese and Parchment will represent the main danger to Grant Holloway, should Holloway be able to make it through. Thank you for watching, viewers and subscribers to Richpo Sports watch along coverage. It's away first time, not the greatest of starts by Ainsley Parchment, but you know he's a big time contender. Coming back on the Frenchman who's leading, coming back, but Freddie Crittenden is having a great race. Parchment is closing down, looking to the right hand side, where he found Crittenden, who shakes and nods his head. He's made it through, but I tell you what, so has Parchment. 13.17 in fact has come up on the scoreboard. It may be rounded down, no, remains at 13.17. Crittenden third, Parchment second, 13.18 second. It was an average start by Parchment's concerns, and by his standards, not the greatest of starters, but trust me, he knows where the finishing line is, and he found the finishing line in second place. Parchment of Jamaica through to the men's 110 meters hurdles final. Crittenden of America. That means at least one. Let's look at the, oh, hello, Balossian. I told you, look out for Balossian. Balossian and Joseph in the last of the semi-finals have, I think, usurped the previous two, if I'm not mistaken. They may have usurped the previous two fastest loser positions. If I'm not mistaken, we could have the Frenchman, Balossian, and Joseph of Switzerland taking over from Lopez. You can see them there in the street. The cameras are on them in the Q position. And yes, indeed, Balossian and Joseph have said, "Move over, Tinch. Move over, Lopez. Lopez. Yes, I'm not taking the. It's one of those things, my friends. Small Q, Balossian 13.23. Small Q 13.25. And time, to be honest, with due respect, if you're looking at a men's 110 meters hurdles final, you want caliber athletes running sub 13.3. It's got to be the case if you want the creme de la creme representing. What a race, as we see the recording. Balossian was having a wonderful race. Looked like he was going to claim one of the first two automatic positions. But Crittenden took his time, but came through strong, came through hard. But Parchment looking to his right all the time. Looking, it's like a boxer showdown, eye-to-eye contact. Crittenden, you got this one, but hey, what? I'm right on your tail. I got you. I got this. Are you bringing the smoke? I can handle the smoke, and I'll bring you some smoke. That's what Mr. Parchment was saying. Oh, that. And I'll tell you what, come the finals, I'll wager. I told you once, I told you twice. Me, I gotta tell you again. Hansley Parchment, a man for the world champion and Olympic season, the big occasion, through to the men's 110 meters hurdles for Jamaica. Trust me on that. Lord of mercy. Here's the finalists, views and subscribers. Grant Holloway, Sasha Zoya, France, Izumi, Japan. Look out also for Parchment. My lord, there's going to be some others as far as the contenders concerned. Look out for Holloway versus Parchment. Parchment versus Holloway. Crittenden, man, he'll be delighted to just be in the final. I predict, I wager. He'll be delighted to have made the final. This could be his first major final. If it's not, it's the right time, right place, especially with Paris Olympics coming up next year. He's in a good position. He'll have the memories of this coming world final to hold on to. Meanwhile, wait a minute. Boy, oh boy. Well, I see Jaden Hibbert of Jamaica. He's got his... Oh, my lord. He's got his... He's got his suit on. He's pulled on his tracksuit, and that looks like... Yeah, and they're talking back in the studio with the likes of Michael Johnson in the BBC studios. It's a case of, look, we've got the World Athletics main showpiece, the Olympics, coming up in 2024, and Jaden Hibbert of Jamaica, jam down. He will want to be there in fighting fit shape. He held his calf or his thigh, inside of his thigh, right thigh, viewers and subscribers, on his first jump. Didn't show excruciating pain, but he clearly had felt something going through. Walked away from the pit. It was a no jump. Sought to get some heat in his feet, in his legs, but was unable basically to continue and put in a jump. He put in a second round effort, ran through, and it looked a bit more hobbled, looked more painful. Was unable to continue. For a young athlete on the biggest of stages, this was a major decision, and I think that he personally has made the right decision. I don't know if his coach was in the stadium. He went to the side. He was receiving attention from the officials, asking for medical attention, which he was entitled to at the and according to the instructions in World Athletics, he could receive attention, and he was receiving the attention, but it's proved to be too much to be overcome at this juncture, and that's no problem at all. Like, share and subscribe. Richpo Sports, the reason boss, not bringing you no tiddlywinks of shoe shuffling. I call it as I see it, and I big up the athletes when they deserve to be bigged up, and I'll give them a beating as necessary, but I know they put in hard work that we, the viewers and subscribers, do not see. They work hard, uphill, down dale, day in, day out. This is a career for them, but they also have lives behind the scene. We give respect. They are proving to be the mother of all entertainers. Talking of that, Noah Lyles, did anyone watch yesterday? The men's showpiece, 100 meters sprint sensation. We thought the 200 meters sprint sensation, Noah Lyles would be in it to try to get a podium place if he made the final. Not only did he make the final, viewers and subscribers, he won the whole thing. 9.83 seconds, world leading time, matching the time of Zarnell Hughes. Maybe it was quicker by thousandths of a second. It certainly was a case of thousandths of seconds when it came to the silver, bronze, and the unlucky, my lord, that fourth place position. What a place to finish. But have you ever seen second, third, and fourth on the same time? The reason boss has never seen it. Second, third, and fourth place, both. All, not both. 1, 2, 3 timed. 9.88 seconds. It went down to a thousandths of seconds when the smoke cleared. Tobago. Let's seal Tobago. Botswana claimed Africa's bona fide cradle of civilizations. Africa's first sprint medal. What a humble brother Tobago is. He said, and I believed him, he would have loved to exchange his medal and given it to the likes of Ominyali and Sambini, who have been stalwarts representing the African continent in the sprint world for the last few years. humble brother. He would have gladly given that in order to see in Africa on the big stage. But he found himself on the big stage, and he found himself with a silver medal around his neck. My lord, my lord. Like, share, and subscribe. The Reason Boss is going to lock off and bring some highlights to you of the 100 meters. Keep it locked and docked on Richpo Sports. I'm going to bring the best coverage, watch-along coverage. No quarter asked, none given. It's the women's 100-meter semi-finals coming up. Who will arise when the smoke clears? Who will be the women's 100 meters champion? Sharika Jackson of Jamaica, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price going for an unprecedented 6th world 100-meter title. My lord, my lord, my lord. Ooh. Sha'Carri Richardson, the American sensation, or another of Africa's finest, Ivory Coast's Mary José Talou. How about you? What do you think? Whew, my lord, my lord, my lord. Deep breath, yo. Deep breath. It's going to get busy. Glory awaits. Glory awaits. It's going to be the speedsters, the women, coming up in the 100 meters. Should I stay on track? I'll be right back. Like, share, and subscribe.